Welcome to Mega Talk, the talk show all about boxing. It's great today to be able to talk about Joshua Buatsi. His next fight is going to be next week, Saturday, on the 6th of May 2023. It's going to be Joshua Buatsi versus Pawel Stepien. This is going to be lightweight boxing action. As we look down both of these boxers, it's quite an exciting fight because Joshua Buatsi is 30 years old. He's from the United Kingdom. His boxing style is orthodox. He's 6'2" with a 74.5-inch reach. His boxing record is 16 wins, no losses, no draws, with 13 of them coming by way of knockout. Now, Pawel Stepien, he's 32 years old and he is from Poland. He's an orthodox fighter and he also is 6'2". His reach is 75.5 inches and his box record is 18 wins, no losses, one draw, with 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout. As we look at Joshua Buatsi, he seems to be a fighter to me that has somehow been shelved, because to think from the time when he first started that he's only had 16 fights, I would have thought that he would have fought for a world title by now and he would have had at least 20 or 21 fights. If you look on other people such as Anthony Yarde, who started roughly about the same time, like in the limelight. He's fought twice for a world title. So it's good to see that Joshua Buatsi now is pushing forward. If you look on Joshua Buatsi, some of his standout fights, when he fought Craig Richards, what a fight that was. It was a great fight. I mean, it showed a great heart from both fighters. And when he fought Spider Craig Richards has just been in the ring with Dmitry Bivol. And, at one stage it was one way or the other. He could have probably even won that fight if he had carried on in the way that he was fighting. Well, he did lose it. So it was a big fight between Joshua Buatsi and Craig Richards. Joshua Buatsi pulled it out of the bag, but I think that was a defining moment. He's come through a lot of hard times as well as a boxer. He's shown that he can get through adversity. His eye was quite badly damaged at one of his fights, and he dealt with it well. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of strength. And one thing with him, what I do like, he's got a nice jab. As I says, he has seemed to have gone back into the quiet zone of boxing. He's been linked to be fighting a lot of fighters. I mentioned one of them, Anthony Yarde. There's some great fighters in that division anyway. There's Callum Smith. He's another great fighter. Dan Aziz, his determination is to fight Dmitry Bivol, and we're hoping that after this fight, that can be his next fight if he wins this one. There's other fighters also to consider. Artur Beterbiev, or some people say Beterbiev, and Ramirez. How can we also forget Joe Smith Jr.? This division is so good. So there's a lot of things that he can do. There's a lot of ways that he can go after this fight. So it will be interesting to see where he goes. Let's have a look at his opponent. Pawel. He's also, as we says, a light heavyweight, 32 years old, same height and roughly the same reach. He's got a good fight record, 18-0 with one draw, with 12 knockouts. He's an IBF Intercontinental Champion. He's also had a Republic of Poland belt also, just to mention two. He's a smart fighter. Well, you notice when he fights, he doesn't overcommit himself and he can jab. But I think the main thing with this guy, he's an unbeaten fighter. And because he's unbeaten, he doesn't know what it's like to lose. I wouldn't really compare any of his fighters with what Joshua Buatsi has faced. And there's nothing really what I've seen that really stands out. But that idea of him being unbeaten means that it's going to be a really, really interesting fight. So as I says, this is going to be at the Genting Arena in Birmingham next week, Saturday the 6th of May 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I know that on the undercard we're going to also have Ben Whittaker from Wolverhampton stroke Darlaston also, who's going to be on the scene. So it's going to be a really, really entertaining night. Please remember to subscribe. Glad to be back amongst you people, and you have been listening to Mega Talk.